Prince Andrew's main business to be shut down after Epsteinscandal. Prince Andrew's flagship business is set to close after he was forced to take a step back from royal duties over the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. The Pitch at Palace project, based at Buckingham Palace, has faced an uncertain future since the Duke of York's car crash. BBC Newsnight interview last month, where he attempted to explain his relationship with the convicted sex offender. Trustees have reportedly decided the project has no future, and directors of its overseas arm have also threatened to resign if the prince doesn't give up the control of his company. The British side of the company is controlled by Prince Andrew Charitable Trust, but the prince owns the overseas Pitch at Palace Global. A source told the Daily Telegraph Pitch at Palace CIC will be wound down. The company belongs to the Prince Andrew Charitable Trust, and the trustees meet and decide to close it down. Pitch Global is going to carry on because of the massive changes that have happened. 3 of the existing directors felt there was a need for a strategic review, and they decided to step aside by resigning. This has resulted in Martin Dunnett, a private equity executive, Alex Johnston, an app developer, and Martin Harriman, a telecoms entrepreneur, offering their immediate resignation. Their departure would leave only 2 directors on board. This would include Amanda Thirsk, the Duke's private secretary, and Johan Alish, a private equity executive. A source told the Telegraph Pitch Global will continue, but the departing directors feel there was need for a strategic review. A second source said there has been an awful lot of navel gazing over the past few weeks. We have had several meetings and I've been waiting for the Duke to make his decision, but it's becoming increasingly clear that he doesn't want to go. The source added it was an extremely difficult decision for Andrew to make. The source added that they were incredibly proud of everything Pitch at Palace had achieved and the almost 1,000 startups created over the last 6 years. Prince Andrew has rarely been seen since he was interviewed by BBC Newsnight presenter Emily Maitlis. Viewers were also outraged after he appeared to show no sympathy for the victims of his former friend Epstein. Epstein died in August while he was awaiting trial for sex trafficking, and Prince Andrew was also subject to ridicule over denying having sexual relations with Virginia Roberts in 2001. He was 17 at the time. During the interview, Andrew was asked whether he ate, drank, went to Tramp nightclub, and later had sex with Virginia Roberts, 17-year-old. He replied it didn't happen. After being asked if he remembered dancing at Tramp nightclub, the prince responded, I was with the children and I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in working for a party at, I suppose, sort of 4 or 5 in the afternoon. On the claim that he sweated heavily during an alleged night out with Miss Roberts, he said, I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I describe an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at, and it was impossible for me to sweat. Andrew also revealed he was stepping down from royal duties shortly after the interview. He said in a statement, it has become clear to me over the last few days that the circumstances relating to my former association with Jeffrey Epstein has become a major disruption to my family's work and the valuable work going on in the many organizations and the charities that I'm proud to support. Therefore, I've asked Her Majesty if I step back from public duties for the foreseeable future, and she has given her permission. I continue to unequivocally regret my ill-judged association with Jeffrey Epstein. His suicide has left many unanswered questions, particularly for his victims, and I deeply sympathize with everyone who has been affected and wants some form of closure. I can only hope that in time they will be able to rebuild their lives. Of course, I'm willing to help any appropriate law enforcement agency with their investigations if required.